Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube station with some late night baseball. And what a special treat we have for baseball fans. We have the 1927 Yankees facing off against Pedro Martinez and the 1999 Boston Red Sox. In this series of games, it will be the 1927 Yankees versus some of the best pitchers in the history of baseball. Like I said, tonight's matchup, Pedro Martinez, the 1999 Red Sox, who went 94 wins and 68 losses. They made the playoffs and they ended up losing, I believe, to the Yankees in the American League Championship. I'd have to look that up. Pedro Martinez in 1999 went 23 wins, 4 losses, earned run average 2.07. And he'll be facing the 1927 Yankees and Murders Row. Remember Pedro? He said, "Wake up the damn Bambino," and I might just hit him too. There is no curse. So let's get right to the game. And this is the first in a series of games again against the 1927 Yankees with some of the best pitchers throughout baseball history. So all the games will be played at Yankee Stadium, home team, home field, ballpark for the 1927 Yankees. Welcome to opening day, Yankee Stadium, for today's game between the 1999 Boston Red Sox and the 1927 New York Yankees. Pedro Martinez gets the start for Boston. He'll be opposed by Waite. It's 59 degrees. April 4th. Wind speed 5 miles per hour left to right. Play ball. And in these games, we will be using the designated hitter. So for the visiting Boston Red Sox, this is their opening day lineup from 1999. Jose Offerman leading off, the designated hitter. Then we have Lewis batting second in center field. John Valentin batting third, playing third base. Batting fourth, Noma Garcia-Parra playing shortstop. Batting fifth, left fielder Troy O'Leary. Batting sixth, first baseman Mike Stanley. Batting seventh and doing the catching, Scott Hadenberg. Batting eighth, the second baseman Fry. Batting ninth, playing right field, Trot Nixon. And on the mound, Pedro Martinez. For the 1927 Yankees Murders Row, this is their opening day lineup, except for the DH, who's batting ninth. There obviously was no DH in 1927. 1 through 8 is their starting lineup, though. Batting first, their center fielder, Earl Combs. Batting second, their shortstop, Mark Koenig. Batting third, Sultan Swat, George Herman Babe Ruth, the Bambino. Batting fourth, the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, playing first base. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Bob Musil. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Joe Dugan. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Johnny Grabowski. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, Pasquale. Ben Pasquale. So Jose Offerman to lead off. Left-handed batters facing a right-handed throwing Waite Hoyt, who in 1927, 22 wins, 7 losses, 1 save, earned run average 2.63, batting average against 254. Offerman batted .294, 1999, 8 home runs and 69 RBIs. Off right-handed pitching, .301. Grabowski gives the sign. Hoyt sets and delivers to Hofferman. Hofferman sends that ball out to right field, and Ruth tracks it down in the corner for out number 1. And I'm back. I apologize for that. I have to make some adjustments really quick, as the computer will be playing as the 27 Yankees. I will be playing as the 1999 Red Sox with Pedro Martinez. Here we go. Alright, so 1 out, no one on. Darren Lewis steps to the plate. He batted .240, 2 home runs and 40 RBIs off right-handed pitching, .245. Hoyt gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Lewis. Lewis sends that ball out to Musil in left. He makes the catch for out number 2. And that brings up John Valentin, Red Sox third baseman, .253, 12 home runs and 70 runs batted in. No one on, 2 outs. Hoyt peers in at Grabowski, gets the sign. He rocks and fires. Valentin swings and sends that ball out to left field, but Musil tracks it down in the corner. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. On the mound, Pedro Martinez in 1999. Excellent year, 23 wins, 4 losses. Earned run average 2.07. Batting average against .205. He struck out 313, only walked 37. His battery mate, Scott Hattenberg. Average defensive catcher with an excellent arm. Valentin, John Valentin at third. Average third baseman. Garcia Parra, below average at short. Fry, very poor at second base. And again, another poor fielding first baseman in Mike Stanley. In left field, Troy O'Leary. Excellent range, 7 out of 10, below average arm. Darren Lewis, average center fielder with a below average arm. And Trot Nixon, below defensive range with an average arm. So let's see how Pedro Martinez goes up against these 1927 New York Yankees. Leading off, Earl Combs. Combs batted .356, 6 home runs, and 64 RBIs. Righty-lefty matchup, Combs batted .363 off right-handed pitching. Martinez gets the sign. He fires. Here's the pitch to Combs. Combs swings, and that is a double. No, a triple into right field. So the Yankees jump on Martinez right away. Now stepping to the plate for the 27 Yankees, Mark Koenig, shortstop, .285, 3 home runs, 62 runs batted in. It's going to be a really tough matchup for Pedro and the 99 Red Sox. Righty-lefty matchup. Runner on third, no outs. Kattenberg flashes the signs. Martinez nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Koenig. And that ball's ripped to Valentine, who goes to Stanley for out number 1. Holding at third is Combs, and now the matchup we've all been waiting for. George, Herman, Babe Ruth, the Bambino versus Pedro Martinez. Martinez said, "Wake up the damn Bambino, I'll hit him." Well, we'll find out right now. Ruth batted .356, 60 home runs, 164 runs batted in. Righty-lefty matchup. 1 on, 1 out. Martinez rocks and fires. And he strikes out Babe Ruth. So, in their first clash, Martinez wins with the strikeout of Ruth on the 2-2 count. A swing and a miss on the fastball. So 2 outs now, and the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, comes to the plate. Gehrig, .373, 47 home runs, and 175 runs batted in. Another left-handed batter that Martinez has to face. Combs at third. Martinez toes the rubber. Kattenberg gives him the sign. Here's the pitch to Gehrig. Gehrig strikes out. Inning over. So after the leadoff triple, Martinez retires the next 3 batters. Ground out in 2 strikeouts, striking out Ruth and Gehrig. We go to the top of the second, no score. Wow. Pedro Martinez, after that triple, was on fire. So Nomar Garciaparra steps to the plate. Garciaparra, .357, 27 home runs, and 104 RBIs. Hoyt's ready. The windup and the pitch to Garciaparra. Garciaparra sends that ball out to left center field, and Combs makes the running catch. Out number 1. Troy O'Leary comes to the plate. Boston left fielder, .280, 28 home runs, and 103 RBIs. Righty-lefty matchup. Hoyt rocks and fires. O'Leary swings and sends that ball out to right center field, and Combs makes a diving catch, robbing Troy O'Leary of a double. So 2 outs, no one on, and the Red Sox first baseman Mike Stanley comes to the plate. .281, 19 home runs, and 72 runs batted in. Stanley batted .272 off right-handed pitching. Hoyt's looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Grabowski goes through the signs. Hoyt nods his head. He sets and delivers. Here's the pitch to Stanley. And Stanley grounds to Koenig, who goes to Gehrig. Inning over. For the Red Sox, 6 up and 6 down. We go to the bottom of the first, bottom of the second, still no score. Up for the 1927 Yankees, Bob Musil, .337, 8 home runs and 103 runs batted in. Batted .331 off right-handed pitching. Martinez rocks and fires to Musil. Musil sends that ball out to right field. Trot Nixon makes the catch at the warning track. Out number 1. Tony Lazzeri steps to the plate, Yankees second baseman, .309 average, 18 home runs, 102 runs batted in for Lazzeri. Batted .302 off right-handed pitching. Rosario waits the Pedro Martinez offering. Here's the pitch. And Lazari goes down with a swing and the miss on the 1-2 count. Fastball fooled him. So 2 up, 2 down. Joe Dugan steps to the plate. Yankee third baseman batted .269, 2 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Hattenberg splashes the signs. Martinez nods his head. Hattenberg sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Dugan. Dugan swings, pops that ball up into shallow outfield, and I believe Trot Nixon made the catch to end the inning. It was either Nixon or Fry, I could not tell. So we go to the top of the third, still no score. And for the Red Sox, Scott Hattenberg steps to the plate. Catcher batted .275. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Righty-lefty matchup for Hoyt. Hattenberg batted .277 off right-handed pitching. Hoyt's ready. He sets and delivers. And Hattenberg works a walk. Hattenberg, a very patient batter. Remember Moneyball. That's why Billy Beane brought him to the A's. Later on, Hattenberg 1 out of 10 for speed. He's slow. 10% chance of stealing. Second base Garrett will hold him on. And that will bring up Jeff Fry. Red Sox second baseman batted .281. 1 home run and 12 RBIs. Hit and run, 7 out of 10. You might put Hattenberg in motion. On deck, Trot Nixon. I think we're going to play hit and run here. Hoyt gets the sign from Grabowski. Rocks and fires. Here's the pitch to Fry. Hit and run on. Fry sends that ball into right field. Ruth makes a fine running fetch towards the line for out number 2. Retreating back to first is Scott Hattenberg. So with 1 out, Hattenberg at first. Trot Nixon. Right fielder comes to the plate. He batted .270. 15 home runs and 52 RBIs. Batted .290 off right-handed pitching. Hattenberg at first. Grabowski goes through the signs. Hoyt's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Nixon. And Nixon grounds to Lazari. Goes to Koenig over to Garrett. Double play. And the inning is over. Leadoff walk wasted. We go to the bottom of the third. Still no score. Johnny Grabowski comes to the plate. Yankee catcher. .277. No home runs, 25 RBIs. He batted .267 off right-handed pitching. The windup and the pitch by Pedro Martinez. And that's ripped to Garcia Parra. Throws to Stanley for out number 1. As the Yankee fans getting into it here at the stadium. Now coming to the plate, the number 9 hitter, the designated hitter, Ben Pasquale. .317, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. Batted .309 off right-handed pitching. Martinez toes the rubber. The windup and the pitch to Pasquale. And that is a single into right field. Second hit of the game for the Yankees. Pasquale, 7 out of 10 base runner. 24% chance of stealing second. Mike Stanley will hold him on. Coming to the plate, top of the order, Earl Combs. He tripled to lead off the game, but was stranded on third as Pedro Martinez got the next 3 Yankees. The windup and the pitch to Combs. That's a grounder past Fry. And Pasquale is going to attempt to go to third. We have a 29% chance of throwing him out. Nixon's arm of 5 versus Pasquale's running ability of 7. We're going to say no and keep the double play in order. So Nixon will throw to Garcia Parra. Pascual is on the third. Runners on the corner, 1 out as the organist plays Charge here at Yankee Stadium. And the fans enjoy that. Yankees looking to break out on top here. Bottom of the third, no score. 1 out. Pascual at third, Combs at first, and at the plate, Bart Koenig. Koenig's 0 for 1 today. He grounded to third. Pedro's going to try to induce an inning-ending double play here. He could try a squeeze play though. 10 out of 10 bunting. We're going to move our infield in. Corners in. Pedro gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Koenig. And that's grounded to Martinez, who goes to Stanley. Advancing to second base is Earl Combs. There's now 2 outs. And the Bambino comes to play. George Herman Babe Ruth. He's 0 for 1 today. Martinez struck him out in the first. So another big moment here. Pedro won the first battle. Who will win the second? Martinez peers in at Hepburn. Gets the sign. He rocks and fires. Here's the pitch to Ruth. And he strikes out Ruth again to end the inning with 2 runners in scoring position. Blew the fastball by him. We go to the top of the 4th. Still no score. What a job so far by Pedro Martinez. Jose Offerman comes to the plate. Designated hitter. He's 0 for 1. He fly deep down the right field line. Ruth made an outstanding running catch. Grabowski goes through the signs. Hoyt rocks and fires. Offerman swings, sends that ball out to deep center field, but Combs tracks it down. So Offerman's hit the ball hard and deep twice, but with nothing to show for it. 1 out, no one on. Darren Lewis comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Fly to left. They've moved the corners in, Dugan and Gehrig, as Lewis is an 8 out of 10 bunter. Let's see if Lewis can smack the ball by the pulled in corners. Hoyt's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Lewis. Lewis grounds to Dugan, who throws to Gehrig for out number 2. No one on. 2 outs. John Valentin comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Fly to shallow. Left. Hoyt's on the mound. The windup and the pitch to John Valentin. Valentin lines out to Gehrig, inning over. Thank you very much. We have What's Blazing in Sports in the chat. Remember to check out D-Tub and What's Blazing in Sports. Wonderful channel if you're a boxing fan. I was just on there today live in the chat. He was talking about the upcoming Broner-Garcia fight, which he'll be going live after the fight, so join him live. I believe the fight's this Saturday. Remember, check out What's Blazing in Sports and D-Tub. He's going live after the Broner-Garcia fight, most likely, so you should check him out. I subscribe to him, and so should you. Thank you very much for joining me, my friend. So Lou Gehrig comes to the plate. Gehrig's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Martinez has struck out Ruth twice and Gehrig once. Hattenberg goes through the sign, sets the target. Pedro rocks and fires. Here's the pitch to Gehrig, and that ball is to the warning track, and Trot Nixon tracks it down for out number 2. One out. Bob Musil steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flies deep down the right field line in the second inning. Martinez up to 46 pitches. He's good for 120. Here's the pitch to Musil. And that is an out. Lewis catches the line drive at the shoe tips for out number 2, robbing Musial of a single. And that brings up Tony Lazzeri, Yankees second baseman, 0 for 1. Struck out in the second. And Lazzeri digs in. The windup and the pitch by Martinez. And he strikes Lazzeri out once again. We go to the top of the 5th, still no score. Waite Hoyt is throwing a no-hitter. Martinez is throwing a 3-hitter. And at the plate, Nomar Garciaparra. Nomar, in the second, fly deep to left center. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. Garciaparra doubles off the right center field wall, and that's the first hit for the 1999 Red Sox. He's in scoring position, and Troy O'Leary comes to the plate. Remember, O'Leary had 28 home runs in 1999 with 103 runs batted in. Though he only batted .257 off right-handed pitching, he's 0 for 1 today. He flied to right center. Does not have a bunt rating, and he's 6 out of 10 for hit and run. But he's ready to grip and rip and drive this ball deep. Remember, there's a short left field porch here in Yankee Stadium. Garciaparra on second, the leadoff double. Waite Hoyt's ready. Here's the pitch to O'Leary. O'Leary lines out to Lazzeri. He hit it hard, but Lazzeri made a nice play at second. And scampering back to the bag is Garciaparra. So 1 out. Runner at second brings up Mike Stanley. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to short in the second inning. Hoyt toes the rubber. Looks in at Grabowski. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Stanley. And Stanley goes down swinging for out number 2. That was a big hack on the 0-2 count. Red Sox get the leadoff double, but could squander this opportunity as there's 2 outs now, and Scott Hattenberg comes to play. He walked his first time up. Righty-lefty matchup for Waite Hoyt. The windup and the pitch to Hattenberg. And Hattenberg rips that ball foul to the right. The count's now no balls, 2 strikes. Garciaparra at second. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. And Hattenberg rips the ball into left field, and the Red Sox of 1999 take a 1-0 lead as Garciaparra races around the third base bag and scores. So Hattenberg went the other way. Nice bit of hitting by Scott Hattenberg. He's at first. 1-0 Red Sox, 2 outs, and that will bring up Jeff Fry. Fry is 0 for 1. He flied down the right field line to Babe Ruth. The windup and the pitch to Fry. And Fry grounds to Koenig, who comes across the bag and throws the Garrett inning over. But the Red Sox draw first blood. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Boston. As once again the Orioles trying to pump up the Yankee fans here in the stadium. Leading off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th, third baseman Joe Dugan. He's 0 for 1. He popped to second base in the second inning. Martinez is ready. He rocks and fires to Dugan. Dugan pops it up. Stanley calls for it at first base. 1 up, 1 down. Now, the number 8 hitter, the catcher, Johnny Grabowski. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to short in the third inning. Hattenberg goes through the signs. Martinez nods his head. Hattie sets the target. Here's the pitch to Grabowski. And that is ripped to Stanley, who catches the line drive for out number 2. And now the number 9 hitter, Ben Pasquale, the designated hitter, 1 for 1 today. He's singled to right. Martinez wants a 1-2-3 inning here. The windup and the pitch by Martinez. And he strikes out Pasquale. To end the inning, we go to the top of the 6th. The 1999 Red Sox and Pedro Martinez cling to a 1-run lead, 1-0, over the 1927 Yankees Murderers Row. Leading off, Trot Nixon. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to second. And that was a double play in the third inning. Waite Hoyt still on the mound, 61 pitches. He's good for 140. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Nixon. And Nixon grounds to Garrick, who flips to Hoyt for the first out of the inning. Good hustle by Hoyt to cover that first base bag. Top of the order, Jose Offerman, Red Sox designated hitter. He's 0 for 2 today. Fly deep down the right field line and then fly to left center in the fourth. Offerman awaits the Hoyt delivery. Here's the pitch. Offerman swings and he doubles. No, it is a triple. A triple into the in the right field gap between right and center. And Offerman has a one-out triple. He's in scoring position as the Red Sox look to increase their lead here against the 1927 Yankees. And at the plate, Darren Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 2 today. In the first, he flied to left, and in the fourth, he grounded to third. Lewis, an excellent bunter. 10 out of 10. Yankees infield is normal. Offerman, 7 out of 10 speed. They're playing back. Thinking about the squeeze, but you know what? Let's not overthink this. Let's hope that Lewis can put the ball in play somewhere where the run can score. 1 out, Offerman at third, the windup and the pitch to Lewis. And Lewis grounds it to Lazzeri. We're going to send Offerman home as we have a 79% chance of scoring. Lazzeri goes to Gehrig at first. Offerman scores. The Red Sox now lead 2-0. Good piece of hitting by Lewis. Even with the out, he drives the run in. So with 2 outs and no one on, the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead. John Valentin, the third baseman, comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. In the first, flied shallow down the left field line. And in the fourth, line to first. Gehrig made a nice catch on that one. So the Red Sox have gotten through for 2 runs against the 27 Yankees in the past 2 innings. Valentin looking to extend this inning. Here's the windup and the pitch by Hoyt. Valentin pops it up, and Lazzeri catches it behind the second base bag. Inning over. But the Red Sox score again. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The 1999 Boston Red Sox 2. The 1927 New York Yankees nothing. So Pedro Martinez has been good to his word so far. He has struck out Babe Ruth twice. We go to the top of the order. Earl Combs. Combs has been a thorn in Martinez's side, though. 2 for 2 today. Tripled in the first and singled in the third. Martinez is going to try a little pitch around here. See if he can get Combs to chase. He sets and delivers. Combs grounds to Valentin, who throws to Stanley, but Combs beats it out with his speed. That's an infield hit. So Martinez was able to get Combs to drive the ball into the ground, but he beats out the infield hit. He's now 3 for 3. Combs will be held on by Stanley. 7 out of 10 base running, 33% chance to steal second base. Tying run comes to the plate. Shortstop Mark Koenig for the 27 Yankees. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded to third in the first inning and grounded to the pitcher in the third inning. Red Sox looking to turn 2 here. The windup and the pitch to Koenig. And Koenig rips that ball off the left center field wall. Darren Lewis plays the carom. Combs is going to come around and try to score. We only have a 9% chance of throwing him out. We're going to say no. And we'll hold the runner at second. He throws into Garcia Parra. So the Yankees are on board now. With the RBI double by Koenig, it's now 2-1. He's in scoring position for the Bambino, the Soul Swan, George Herman Babe. Ruth is 0 for 2 today. He has struck out twice. Martinez got him in the first and then got him in the third. He represents the go-ahead run here. Gehrig on deck. The windup and the pitch to Ruth. And Koenig attempts to steal third, but Hattenberg gums him out as Valentin applies the tag. Oh, wow. For the first. Oh, no, excuse me. There was an error. Hattenberg throws the ball away. And Koenig comes around to score. I just saw no runner there. I assumed he threw him out. My faux pas. The Yankees have tied it up on a throwing error by Scott Hattenberg. So bases are clear now for the Bambino. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-2 ball game. Costly error by Hattenberg. The windup and the pitch by Martinez. Ruth singles up the middle. He represents the go-ahead run in this tie ball game at first base. The Babe, 5 out of 10 base running, 25% chance of stealing. Second base, and Lou Gehrig comes to the plate. Stanley holding Ruth on. Gehrig 0 for 2. Struck out in the first and fly deep to right center in the fourth. So, Ruth wins the third battle with Martinez after he lost the first 2. Red Sox looking to turn 2 here. Here's the pitch to Gehrig, and he strikes out Gehrig. That's the second time he's got Lou Gehrig. 1 out. Ruth still at first, and now Bob Bussell, who's 0 for 2 today. Red Sox want that twin killing to end this inning, keep it a 2-2 ball game. Hattenberg goes through the sides. Martinez is ready. Here's the pitch to Bussell, and he strikes out Bussell. Oh, Ruth was attempting to steal, didn't get a good jump, so that's only strike 1. So the count is no balls, 1 strike. Martinez throws over, Ruth gets back, just barely. And Stanley applied the tag as Ruth dove back head first. No balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch by Pedro Martinez, and he strikes out Bussell for out number 2. That brings up Tony Lazzeri, Yankee second baseman. He's 0 for 2 today. He has struck out twice in the second and the fourth. Ruth represents the go-ahead run at first base. Stanley holding him on. Martinez toes the rubber, peers in at Hattenberg. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri, and he strikes out Lazzeri for the 3rd time. Yankee fans don't appreciate that effort, but the Yankees break through finally against Pedro. They score 2 in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. We have a new ball game, folks. It's 2-2. Let's quickly go and see what Pedro's strike stats are. In 6 innings, Martinez has struck out 9 Yankees. 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Hoyt, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 1, struck out 1. So Martinez has 9 strikeouts. Leading off for the Red Sox here in the top of the 7th. Nomar Garciaparra, he's 1 for 2. Flied out in the 2nd and doubled in the 5th. Hoyt's up to 73 pitches. The windup and the pitch to Garciaparra, and Garciaparra rips that ball to Lazzeri, who quickly comes up firing to Gehrig for out number 1. Troy O'Leary comes to the plate. O'Leary's 0 for 2 today. Righty-lefty matchup. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. O'Leary swings, and that's a single into right field, a 1-out single. Go-ahead run at first for the 1999 Red Sox. O'Leary 4 out of 10 base running ability, 17% chance of stealing second base. Gehrig will hold him on. Mike Stanley comes to the plate. Stanley's 0 for 2 today. He did have 19 home runs though in 1999. Hoyt toes the rubber, peers in at Grabowski. He gets the sign. He sets and delivers to Stanley. And Stanley sends that ball out to left center field. Combs makes the running catch for out number 2. Retreating back to first base is Troy O'Leary. So with 2 outs, Scott Hattenberg comes to plate. He has walked and singled. He knocked in Garciaparra in the 5th, and that gave Boston a 1-0 lead. So Hattenberg's 1 for 1. O'Leary at first, 2 outs. Gehrig holding him on. Here's the pitch to Hattenberg, and Hattenberg grounds to Lazzeri, who throws to Gehrig. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still knotted at 2. Leading off for the 1927 Yankees to face Pedro Martinez, Joe Dugan. He's 0 for 2. Martinez up to 88 pitches. He's good for 120. The windup and the pitch to Dugan. And he strikes out Dugan. That's strikeout number 10. That was a big swing and a miss on the 97-mile-per-hour fastball as Martinez overpowered him. Brings up Johnny Grabowski, the catcher. He's 0 for 2. Martinez works quickly. Here's the pitch. That's a grounder past Fry. That's a 1-out single by Grabowski. Grabowski 5 out of 10 base running ability. 20% chance of stealing second. Stanley holding him on. Ben Pasquale comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He has singled in the 3rd and struck out in the 5th. Red Sox want a double play ball to end this inning. Martinez sets and fires. Pasquale grounds to Stanley, goes to Garcia-Parra, back to Stanley, and there's the double play ball. Inning over. And Stanley flashing the leather, makes a good throw to Garcia-Parra, back to Stanley. Fine job defensively by the Red Sox. We go to the top of the 8th, still knotted at 2. And stepping to the plate, Jeff Fry. Red Sox second baseman's 0 for 2 today off Hoyt. Top of the 8th. Let's see what we have for pinch hitters. I think we might come with Reggie Jefferson. Or Brian Daubach. Who do we have to come in to play second? That's the next question. Leave Lou Merloni, Utility Lou, who's now on WEI radio and does a fine job. I always liked Lou Merloni, not just because he was a Paisan. He always played hard. Got a raw deal with the Red Sox. Let's go to field. Yeah, Merloni can play second base. Okay, which I knew that already. I just want to make sure. I think. Hello, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. How you doing, my friend? Hello to you and Brody. Just playing a little Wake Up the Damn Bambino ball game. The 1999 Red Sox and Pedro Martinez taking on the 1927 Yankees in Murderers Row. Tie ball game 2-2. Martinez has struck out 10. And I think I'm going to go with Brian Daubach's going to come in to pinch hit for Jeff Fry here in the top of the 8th. So here comes Brian Daubach with that short left field porch. Daubach in 1999 batted .294. He had 21 home runs and 73 RBIs, so I like this matchup. And he batted .297 off right-handed pitching. Let's see if he can go yard here. Hoyt gets a sign from Grabowski. The windup and the pitch to Daubach. And Daubach rips that ball into right field for a leadoff single. Daubach represents the go-ahead run. 4 out of 10 base lead, 19% chance of stealing second base. And now we might go to Merloni now. 4 out of 10. Oh, we could go with Donnie Sadler. No, Damon Buford, 7 out of 10 base running, 9 out of 10 stealing ability. We're going to go Damon Buford. Damon Buford will come into pinch run. Put this speedy Buford on. Hello, Ken Castro. How you doing, buddy? So we're going to put the speedy Buford on. Nixon's at the plate. Buford, 7 out of 10. 69% chance of stealing second. I think I got to take a shot here. Alright, Buford's going to be off and running. Here's the pitch by Hoyt. Buford goes, a throw down, and Buford's in there safe! He beats the Grabowski throw, as Grabowski's arm's only 5 out of 10. So Buford's in scoring position with no outs. The count is no balls, 1 strike on Trot Nixon. Nixon 0 for 2 today. He has grounded out. He has grounded a double play in the third. And then grounded out in the sixth. Ken Castro says, great game here. It is a very good game. I'm enjoying it a lot. One of my novelty games. The 27 Yankees versus the 99 Red Sox and Pedro Martinez. And what I'm calling Wake Up the Damn Bambino Bowl. 2-2 game. Go ahead, run at second, Buford. Nixon's only a 3 out of 10 bunter. Alright, try. At least hit the ball on the right side here. The windup and the pitch by Hoyt. Nixon swings and he sends that ball to Musil. And tagging up and going to third on the deep fly ball to left center is Buford. He is now 90 feet away from giving the Red Sox the lead. Remember to check out Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Brody. That's Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Brody. Wonderful channel. Lots of baseball on there, as well as other things, some role-playing games, RPGs. Does a wonderful job, and you get to meet his co-host, Mr. Brody. Don't forget about What's Blazing in Sports with D-Tub, excellent boxing channel. Please subscribe to both of these fine gentlemen. Higher Ground Gaming and What's Blazing in Sports. I subscribe to them, and as I say, so should you. And also check out my channel for more very nice, excellent YouTube stations that I subscribe to. So Buford's at third with 1 out, and Jose Offerman comes to plate. He's 1 for 3 today. He has flied out in the first and fourth, and then tripled in the sixth. The corners are in. Actually, infield's in, excuse me. They want to cut this run down at the plate. Speedy Buford's at third. The windup and the pitch to Offerman. And what do they do here? Offerman walks. No, they intentionally walk him, excuse me. So runners on the corner, infield still in, but they set up a double play opportunity. Darren Lewis comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Buford could go into play center later on. Let's check out Darren Buford's center fielder ratings real quick. He's a 5. He's a 5. That's better than Darren Lewis, who's a 4. So I'm going to go pinch hitter once again. Darren Lewis is going to be pinch hit for by Reggie Jefferson. Batted .282 off right-handed pitching, slugging percentage of .421. So Reggie Jefferson comes into this ball game hoping to lift this ball deep somewhere. And Buford could at least tag up and score. As Ken Castro in the chat says, Offerman wild man, LOL. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming in the chat says, you know it, LOL. Ooh, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. I just watched one of the 2017 Digital Diamond Baseball videos. The Red Sox, they lost. But he says he's also did a 1978 strat video. I look forward to that. I like a 78 replay. Alright, runners on the corner. 1 out. Reggie Jefferson, the pinch hitter, comes to the plate. He batted .277 in 1999. 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. .282 off right-handed pitching. Righty-lefty matchup. The windup and the pitch to Jefferson. Jefferson swings, sends that ball out to Ruth, and tagging up and scoring the go-ahead run is Buford. So Reggie Jefferson does his job. He hits a deep fly ball to Ruth. Not even a throw to the plate. Retreating back to first is Offerman. The 1999 Red Sox and Pedro Martinez go up 3-2. And Andre Ford has entered the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. So 2 outs, Offerman at first, and John Valentin steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Red Sox break through once again and take the lead here in the top of the 8th. The windup and the pitch to Valentin. Valentin sends that ball out deep and gone! John Valentin! Valentin homers to left, and the Red Sox have extended their lead to 3 runs now on the 2-run blast by John Valentin. It's now 5-3. The 27 Yankees are in shock, and so are the fans here in the Bronx. 2 outs, no one on. Nomar Garcia-Perez steps up plate, 1 for 3 today. Flied out in the second, doubled in the fifth, and grounded out in the seventh. The windup and the pitch to Garcia-Parra. Garcia-Parra doubles off the right. No, it's going to be a triple. As Garcia-Parra just continued to chug around second base, he has a 2-out triple. Hoyt's now up to 101 pitches. And I think that's going to be it for Hoyt. I'm going to take him out, as the computer has not. So let's see what we can do here. Let's just see who we have in our bullpen for the Yankees. Oh boy, not so good. Not so good. Display all available pitchers. I don't want to use any starters. O'Leary actually hits better against lefties. Let's find a right-handed pitcher. We're going to go with We'll See More will come in. And that's going to be it for Earl Combs. We'll See Moore's a right-handed pitcher, but O'Leary bats .257 off righties, and We'll See More only gives up .246 batting average against lefties, and his ERA is 2.28. The 27 Yankees have to keep it close here. So We'll See More comes in. I made the call for the computer. Stuck with Hoyt as long as you could. Now we'll turn it back over to the computer. Alright, so We'll See More comes out on the mound. 19 wins, 7 losses, 13 saves, 2.28 earned run average. Batting average against .239. Garcia-Parra is on third base, 2 outs. Red Sox have scored 3 runs in the top. They've taken a 5-2 lead here. O'Leary at the plate, 1 for 3. Flied out in the second, lined to second in the fifth, and singled in the seventh. Moore gets the sign from Grabowski. Here's the pitch to O'Leary, and O'Leary lines out to Koenig, inning over. So the switch works. The Yankees stop the bleeding. They go to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 3. 1999 Red Sox 5. The 1927 Yankees in Murderers Row 2. Alright, we need a second center fielder. It's going to be Buford. And second baseman. Merlone has the better fielding percentage than Sadler. Sadler has a 4 range. But Merlone, I'm going with Lou Merlone. I like Lou. Lou will go in to play second. So Merlone's in at second. And Pedro Martinez back out on the mound, 97 pitches. And let me give you his numbers so far. Pedro, 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks, he struck out 10. See if Pedro can bring it home, but at the plate, Earl Combs, 3 for 3. He has been a mega thorn in Martinez's side. As Ken Castro says, the 27 Yanks have always been overrated on the tabletop. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, nice. I've got to start playing some. I think I may play the 1980 set I've got. Andre Ford, looks like Pedro has calmed the Bombers up to this point. Oh yeah, he has. It's been a beautiful game. So, Andre Ford, I've never done a replay with them. May have to do that one day. Alright, back to the game here. Thank you very much to all the fine gentlemen who have joined me in the chat. Earl Combs, 3 for 3. Tripled, singled, and singled. Let's see how Martinez deals with him. Let's try the pitch around again. Actually, we're not going to do that. He's due to get it out. The windup and the pitch to Combs. And he strikes out Combs. So he finally gets Earl Combs. And that's strikeout number 11 for Pedro. 1 out, no one on. Mark Koenig, Yankees shortstop, comes to plate 1 for 3. Grounded out in the first. Grounded back to Pedro in the 6th. And doubled, knocking in Combs in the 6th. Righty-lefty matchup. Pedro rocks and fires. Koenig swings, grounds it to Stanley, who takes it to the bag himself for out number 2. And here comes George Herman Ruth, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT. 1 for 3. Pedro won the first 2 battles, striking him out in the 1st and 3rd. But then Ruth got some sort of revenge. He singled in the 6th, which helped the Yankees at the time, who went on to score 2 runs and tie the ball game up. So 2 outs, righty-lefty matchup. The Bambino digs in. Pedro peers in at him. Here's the pitch to Ruth, and he strikes out Ruth for a 3rd time as the boos rain down here at Yankee Stadium. Unbelievable. We go to the top of the 9th, 5-2 Red Sox. Pedro, 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 12 Ks of the 1927 Yankees. So Mike Stanley comes to plate. He's 0 for 3 today. We'll see more still on the mound. He sets and delivers to Stanley. And Stanley grounds that into left field past Dugan. A lead-off single for Mike Stanley. He's not going anywhere. Gehrig is holding him on, though. Yankees looking to turn 2. Scott Hatteberg steps to plate. He's 1 for 2. He has walked, singled, knocking in Garcia Parra in the 5th, and grounded out in the 7th. The windup and the pitch by Moore. Hatteberg sends that ball out in left center field. Combs makes the running catch. Out number 1, retreating back to first base is Mike Stanley. And that brings up Damon Buford, who came in to pinch run. He stole 2nd, advanced to 3rd, and then tagged up on the Jefferson fly ball. And at the time, that was the go-ahead run. So his speed has come into play here. Damon Buford in 1999 batted .242, 6 home runs and 38 runs batted in. .241 off right-handed pitching. Grabowski goes through the signs. Moore nods his head. He rocks and fires to Buford. Buford swings, grounds to Dugan, to Lazzeri, to Gehrig, inning over. So that went 5-4-3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Pedro Martinez up to 109 pitches. He's good for 120. He is 3 outs away from a complete game victory. The Red Sox lead 5-2, and he will face Gehrig, Musil, and Lazzeri. If anyone gets on, Dugan. Gehrig is 0 for 3 today. Struck out in the 1st and 6th. Flew out in the 4th. Can he break through against Pedro? Pedro peers in at Hatteberg. Gets the sign. He rocks and fires. Gehrig pops it up. Garcia calls for it and makes the catch. So he pops out to Garcia Parra at short. 1 out. Pedro 2 outs away. Musil comes to the plate. Yankee left fielder's 0 for 3. Pedro works quickly. Here's the pitch. And he strikes out Musil. That is strikeout number 13. Pedro has struck out 13 1927 Yankees. Unbelievable. Pedro Martinez 1 out away. Lazzeri 0 for 3. Lazzeri has struck out in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th. Martinez looking to get him for the 4th time and get his 14th strikeout. Martinez up to 117 pitches, good for 120. Hatteberg goes through the signs. Martinez nods his head. Hatteberg sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri. And he strikes him out! Ball game over! He got Lazzeri for the 4th time. That's his 14th strikeout. The 1999 Red Sox in the Wake Up the Damn Bambino Bowl defeat the 1927 Yankees 5-2. What a game by Pedro Martinez. So, Pedro Martinez is the player of the game. He gets the win. Hoyt gets the loss. Let's quickly go to the box score. As the fireworks are going off with the mouse and cursor. And there's the box score. It should be up momentarily. Let's go to the pitching. And we'll tell you why Pedro Martinez, as the fans are throwing things onto the field. So Pedro Martinez, player of the game, he goes 9 innings, scatters 7 hits, gives up 2 runs, both earned, walked no one, struck out 14. Unbelievable. And this is the year in 1999, the best year that Pedro had for the Red Sox. He went 23 wins, 4 losses. His earned run average was 2.07. So he backed up his talk. Hoyt for the Yankees, 7 2/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 1 home run. John Valentine crushed that ball off of him. Walked 2, struck out 1. We'll see more. Pitched an inning and a third, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no Ks. Unbelievable at Pedro Martinez line there. I'll hold it up there for a moment. 9 innings, 14 strikeouts. He threw 122 pitches, 2 over his limit. Complete game victory. Now let's go to the batting. For the Red Sox, actually let's do the Yankees first. Earl Combs, a thorn in Pedro's side, 3 for 4, 1 run scored. He struck out once and he had a triple. Koenig 1 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, had a double. Ruth 1 for 4, he struck out 3 times. Gehrig 0 for 4, he struck out twice. Musil 0 for 4, he struck out twice. Tony Lazzeri is going to have nightmares of Pedro Martinez. He was 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. Dugan 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Grabowski 1 for 3. And Pasquale, the DH, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. So in total, the Yankees, 33 at-bats, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 RBI. As the other one was a throwing error by Hattenberg, and the run came around to score from third on the steal attempt. No walks. They struck out 14 times, 1 double, 1 triple. No home runs. They left 11 runners on base, and they had a .212 batting average in this game. Andre Ford says, hard to beat a pitching performance like that. You are correct, Mr. Ford. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, Yankees weren't his daddy. No, not tonight. Not tonight. Ken Castro, Stratton Appa, the originals, I believe, overrated the 27 Yanks from the beginning. East Coast bias, maybe. I've been playing since 1967, and for every replay I've seen with those guys, they win handily. Ken Castro. They hit 150 home runs that year. The Astros already have 165 this season alone, and their bullpen sucked too. All right, now let's go to the victorious 1999 Boston Red Sox. Jose Offerman, 1 for 3, 2 runs scored. He walked and tripled. Darren Lewis, 0 for 3 with an RBI on the ground out. Jefferson had a sacrifice fly, which was huge at the time. Buford, that was a go-ahead run in the top of the 8th. The first run they scored, they would go on to score 2 more. Maloney came in for defense and not getting that bat. John Valentin, 1 for 4, but what a big hit it was. A 2-run blast, and that gave them the 3 runs in the 8th and a 3-run lead, 5-2. Garcia Parra, 2 for 4, 1 run scored, a double. and a triple. O'Leary 1 for 4. Stanley 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Hatteberg 1 for 3, RBI, and a walk. Fry 0 for 2. Dahlbeck came in to pinch hit. He had a single. Buford 0 for 1. Came in to pinch run for Dahlbeck. Stole second. Advanced to third on the ground ball by Lewis. And then, no, who was the ground ball? I'm trying to think. Well, he advanced to third in a ground ball, and they walked Offerman. Jefferson came in to pinch hit, sacrifice fly, and they went ahead. And Trot Nixon 0 for 3. So the Red Sox in total, 32 at-bats, 5 runs, 8 hits, 5 RBIs, 2 walks. They only struck out once, 1 double, 2 triples, a home run, left 11 runners on base, .250 batting average for the game. Let's go to recap real quick. What an exciting game it was. Boston scored in the 5th. 1 run on 2 hits. Scott Hatteberg singled, scoring 1. And the Red Sox took the lead 1-0. They were back at it in the 6th. 1 run on a hit. Darren Lewis hit a grounder, scoring a runner from third. Made it 2-0. In the 6th, the Yankees broke through with 2 runs against Pedro Martinez, tying the game up on 3 hits and an error. Mark Koenig doubled, scoring Combs, 2-1 Boston. Then Mark Koenig scored on a stolen base, Hatteberg throwing error, and tied it up at 2-2. In the 8th, the Red Sox scored 3 and put the game away for good. They sent 7 batters to the plate, scoring 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 walk. Reggie Jefferson hit a fly ball, scoring Buford from third, and that made it 3-2. Then John Valentine hit a blast to left, a 2-run bomb. Made it 5-2 Red Sox, and that's the way the game ended. Nomar Garciaparra was 2 for 4 with a double and a triple. Jose Offerman 1 for 3, a triple and 2 runs scored. Earl Combs, excellent game for him. Yankee center fielder, 3 for 4 with a triple. And Tony Lazzeri, a game he wants to forget. Pedro got him 4 times with a strikeout. Martinez went the distance. 2 earned runs, 7 hits, no walks, 14 Ks. He wins the game. And Waite Hoyt took the loss. So Pedro wins the battle between him and the Bambino in this one. And I'd like to thank everyone in the chat. Let me just quickly say thank you to Andre Ford, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Remember to check out Higher Ground Gaming. That's Eric and Brody. Thank you to Ken Castro. And thank you to What's Blazing in Sports, D-Tub. Check his channel out, excellent boxing channel. I subscribe to both Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Brody and What's Blazing in Sports with D-Tub. And go to my channel, see who I subscribe to. You got lots of nice channels there. You got Tabletop Baseball. Okay, excellent channel. You have Phil the Issues Guy, does movie and TV reviews. Johnny Giantsbane does a lot of Game of Thrones and movie reviews. You have Broke Black Man 94. Just a lot of wonderful people there, you know. Just check them out. The featured channels and the related channels. ID Gesture. Sports, RPG games, another fan-friendly. They're all fan-friendly channels. So check them all out. And if I forgot someone, I apologize. They're all on my channel page. So please check them out. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this absolutely wonderful game. And recap, Pedro Martinez goes 9 innings. He gets the win 5-2. He strikes out 14 1927 Yankees. And he wins the battle of Wake Up the Damn Bambino Bowl. Health and happiness till next time. Take care. Bye-bye. And God bless. Oh, but before I go, if you want to be in on our Action PC Baseball League with the subs and fans in the chat, put down what team you want. Go back to my out of the park video yesterday between the 60 Red Sox and the 60 White Sox, and go to the end if you don't want to watch the whole game. I list the teams that are available, the great teams from the American League and National League throughout the years using Action PC Baseball, and list the team. We already have Beatles has listed a team, Elin has listed a team, and a new sub who I can't remember his name has listed a team. So if you want to be in on it, please go to that video. It was yesterday. It was a Red Sox and White Sox using out of the ballpark, and you can see it when you go to it. You'll see there's down in the comments. You'll know it's the right video, and then just go to the end, and you can see what teams are available. Thank you very much once again. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Share, like, and sub. Let's grow the channel so we can have more enjoyable times together. God bless.